What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new big update to the Thiago Alcantara to Liverpool transfer saga, because Jurgen Klopp spoke out about Liverpool working on transfer deals right now in his pre-match press conference before the Community Shield final against Arsenal, and also Bayern Munich already started working on bringing in a replacement for Thiago Alcantara, so we will talk about that in a second. And also Barcelona want to take Wijnaldum to the Nou Camp. So guys, if you enjoy these Liverpool transfer news updates, leave a like and subscribe with the bell notification turned on so you never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news updates. And also let me know in the comments below, which option would you prefer? Do you prefer Wijnaldum to stay and Thiago to come in, or Wijnaldum to be sold to Barcelona and Thiago to still come in? Or do you want other players for Liverpool to sign? And now let's talk about what Jurgen Klopp said about Liverpool's transfer business. So he was asked about whether Liverpool are working on transfer deals, and he said this: at Liverpool we already bought players in. Kostas Tsimikas, we brought him in, and also some youngsters, the kids, they are coming closer and closer to the first team. That looked really well in the preseason. The young players, the Harvey Elliott's, the Curtis Joneses, the Neco Williams, these are hugely talented players, and these are like having 2 or 3 new transfers at Liverpool, because Neco Williams will have a bigger role to play. He's in contention to start against Arsenal because Trent Alexander-Arnold is still a little bit of a doubt for the Arsenal game. And also, this is what Jurgen Klopp said: I don't know what will happen in the rest of the transfer window, to be honest, but there is a long time to go until October the 6th. It will be interesting to see what other teams are doing in the transfer window, but we are more or less in our situation and we will deal with our situation like we always did. I think the philosophy of this club, Liverpool Football Club, is pretty clear. We always did that since I came in. We will see how much we can and how much we want to spend and all these kind of things. So nothing really to say about it right now, but we are always looking at players. Jurgen Klopp confirmed that previously as well. And also Ryan Brewster, Jurgen Klopp was asked about Ryan Brewster. In the moment, he is in my first team plans, Jurgen Klopp confirmed, but then we have to see what will happen in the next few weeks or so. We want to use Ryan, but we want to help Ryan as well, so that's why we have to make decisions, but not now obviously. He looks really promising. I know goals are the most important thing in the football world, so obviously he can score goals and that's good, and all the rest we will see. He is still a young boy. In this position as a number 9 up front, experience helps a lot. We have to see how we can give him that experience. It is here or is it somewhere else? I only mention it because that's not decided yet. Why should we? There is absolutely no reason to rush into anything right now. He's our boy, and now in the moment he is here. He will be involved tomorrow in the squad for sure, and that's it. So there is still a possibility of Ryan Brewster going out on loan. Newcastle and 9 other clubs apart from Newcastle have inquired about taking Ryan Brewster on a loan, because they just saw what a goal machine he was for Swansea in the Championship, and he has 3 goals in just 2 preseason games, well, 2 half preseason games. Jurgen Klopp was asked about Wijnaldum's contract situation, and he said this: look, that's an open contract situation obviously, otherwise you would know probably my answer, and that means that we don't talk about it. I never did, since I have to do press conferences, so why should I change it now? That's all between us, the club and the player, and this kind of thing. It's all good in the moment, it's all fine. Gini looked very good in the preseason, played obviously a couple of good seasons for us, so that's all I can say about that. And yeah, that's a big concern now. It looks like Jurgen Klopp left it open whether Wijnaldum stays or goes, and I will have a big update on that later on in this video. And also Jurgen Klopp was asked whether Liverpool needs a bigger squad for this reason, for this specific season, because it's just such a congested season. We will see. We have never been in a situation like that. If you get too many injuries during a season, you are never prepared for that. You can usually not sort that problem beforehand with the biggest squad ever. Yes, numbers in the squad makes sense. We have a big squad in the moment. A lot of young boys are involved. They are all promising and all good in the number. The size of the squad is absolutely okay. Right now we have injured players and still can take a bigger squad tomorrow to London, but still some players will not be involved. That shows you the number of the squad. The numbers are okay. Probably you talk about the quality and stuff like this. It's again nothing really to talk about. I'm happy with what we have, but we look constantly for improvements. The only difference is we look for improvements just internally as well as externally. How can we improve the players who we have? How can we make them more ready for the specific occasions? That's what we do. Is the biggest squad ever the solution for next season? I don't know. We will see how it is. Nothing really to say. It will be intense. Nobody is moaning in the moment. We are all happy that we can play at all. It's just that 2 weeks pre-season and then playing such an important game tomorrow against Arsenal. It's a cup final. Is not ideal, but nobody would moan because we are just happy that we can play football. Then 2 weeks after that we start the season, and then from these 2 weeks or 10 days a lot of international players are away from us. Is that perfect? No, not at all, but nobody moans because we take it. We are just happy that we can play football again. That's how we have to approach the whole season. The time is still uncertain for all of us, not only in football but outside of football as well. The situation is not sorted that we are all living in, so we should not deal with it like it is sorted. We have to show responsibility for a lot of people in the world, in the countries and in the club, especially here. That's what we try to consider. We don't live in dreamland in the moment where we say, come on, let's bring him in, let's bring that guy in, let's buy him. And then we realize later on that we have some other problems. We deal with our situation, which is a good one, but we deal with the situation already for a while, and we try to, and I think we should do that for a bit longer because it's still uncertain out there and we should not forget that. So Jurgen Klopp is alluding to the fact that probably Liverpool have to sell some players if we want to buy some players as well. And what is also very big news is that Inter Milan already have received the transfer offer from Bayern Munich for a potential Thiago replacement. Bayern Munich already want to buy Brozovic, the really talented Marcelo Brozovic, who is an Inter midfielder, and the German champions Bayern and champions of Europe have identified Brozovic as the player to replace Thiago Alcantara. That's according to FC Inter News, which is a pretty big Italian newspaper or news outlet, and the Croatian Brozovic has been linked with a move to Liverpool before as well. So I think him being linked to Bayern seems appropriate because he's the kind of profile that fits the mold for a big club like Bayern Munich. And this news should excite Liverpool fans because if Bayern sign Brozovic, then that's pretty much guarantees that Thiago is leaving the club, and now it's just up to Liverpool to negotiate a transfer fee that suits Bayern and suits Liverpool as well. Thiago is desperate to join Liverpool. He's a big fan of the Premier League. He's a big fan of Jurgen Klopp and how Liverpool play and what Liverpool have done in the past 2 seasons. Thiago is absolutely huge fan of what Liverpool have done. So there are some sources in South America that claim that Liverpool have given themselves around 10 days to complete this Thiago deal, otherwise they will walk away. So this source claims that Thiago has respected Bayern Munich's wish to wait until the Champions League final, and after that, now Thiago wants the deal done and Liverpool also wanted to get the deal done, but at the moment the two clubs' valuation is around 7 million apart. So Bayern Munich probably want around 28 to 30 million for Thiago, and Liverpool are willing to pay around 22, 23 million. But I don't think 7 million pounds should be the reason enough to walk out and walk away from this deal, because Thiago is a world-class midfielder. And if there was no pandemic, then Liverpool would easily spend much more than 30 million pounds on transfers. Are Liverpool maybe overly too cautious? Yes, maybe, especially if you see how much money Chelsea and Manchester City have spent this season, and Liverpool already have a very low net spend during Jurgen Klopp's tenure. But maybe the Liverpool owners want Liverpool to be self-sustainable, and that's understandable. Varsity Sports, who are a South American outlet, are relatively unknown to English football fans, but they earned a reputation when they were first to confirm 3 transfer deals that Liverpool made previously. Sadio Mane, Varsity Sports were the first to confirm him going to Liverpool. Xherdan Shaqiri, they were also the first to confirm that deal. And Mario Balotelli, way back a few years ago under Brendan Rodgers, they were the first to confirm that deal as well. So they know what they are talking about. They have sources close to Liverpool, and claims from South America and Europe suggested that Thiago has already agreed personal terms, and now it's up to Liverpool and Bayern Munich to negotiate a price. And of course, Simon Hughes and Melissa Reddy, 2 British journalists, already confirmed Liverpool's interest. And now it's a waiting game, and I can't wait until we have official news that Thiago will be a Liverpool player. But we have to be cautious, because if Bayern are sticking to that 30 million asking price and Liverpool are not willing to pay that, then there is a slight possibility that Liverpool could walk away from this deal, which would really be painful, because as I said, if there was no pandemic, Thiago would already be probably presented as a Liverpool player. We wouldn't haggle or hesitate over 5, 6, 7 million pounds. And there is a very detailed report in Goal.com saying that Ronald Koeman and Barcelona are big fans of Jorginho Wijnaldum and they want to take him to Barcelona, but at the moment no official offer is on the table yet. And what is also interesting and very important is that even though Wijnaldum hasn't signed a contract extension, and Liverpool right now are not in negotiations with Wijnaldum, because the deal that they offered to Wijnaldum previously was rejected by Wijnaldum, and together with his agent they want maybe a longer term or more money. It's not 100% clear what their demands were, but Liverpool just didn't meet that in their offer. And also Wijnaldum is happy at Liverpool. He's very happy to stay, so he's not actively pushing for a transfer. So now the ball is in Barcelona's court, if you like, because if Barcelona make an offer for Wijnaldum, then Liverpool can ask Wijnaldum, do you want to go or do you want to stay and sign a new contract? Because if you're not signing a new contract, we might have to sell you to Barcelona. I'm just brainstorming here. That's what Liverpool might tell Wijnaldum. Barcelona are aware that Wijnaldum still hasn't signed a new contract. Liverpool have no desire to sell Wijnaldum at this stage. Also, you have to consider that Liverpool don't want to lose Wijnaldum on a free transfer. He's too valuable for that. Liverpool have several factors to take into consideration as they assess the situation. Wijnaldum's age, along with his wages and the role in Jurgen Klopp's plans, will be considered. Jurgen Klopp is a big fan of Wijnaldum. He himself confirmed that Wijnaldum had a great preseason so far, and he will be in the squad for the new season. So at the moment Barcelona are probably looking to move players on, and they apparently want to sell Rakitic, Busquets, Jordi Alba, Luis Suarez, so they could get a lot of money for those players and also free up their wages. And after that they will be in a position to start bidding for players, and Wijnaldum could be one of them. And maybe Liverpool are just holding out until things start moving in the transfer window. Once Barcelona start bidding for Wijnaldum, maybe then Liverpool can accept that and use that money to fund the Thiago deal. It's just a hypothetical scenario at the moment, but we have to take it into consideration that because Wijnaldum still hasn't accepted a new contract, everything is on the table. Even selling Wijnaldum is on the table right now for Liverpool. And Wayne Rooney made a pretty outrageous claim, saying that Thiago signing for Liverpool would be a bigger and better signing than Messi signing for Manchester City. I mean, when I first heard this, I was like, whoa, what? If you listen to Wayne Rooney's comments, and I will tell you that what he said, then it will make a little bit more sense. This is what Wayne Rooney said. I think the Premier League title is between Manchester City or Liverpool. Chelsea are making a lot of signings. They signed some good players. Man United have a lot of potential in their players they've got, but I still think Man United are 1 year away. Chelsea with the new signing will also possibly need at least 1 year to get everyone gelling together and singing from the same song sheet, if you like. But so I do think, according to Wayne Rooney, he says this, I do think it is between Man City and Liverpool. If Liverpool get Thiago from Bayern Munich, I think it is done. The Premier League title is Liverpool's. That is a better signing than Messi going to Manchester City. I know Messi is getting older, but he's a player who no one has seen before in world football. Messi has everything. He can create goals, he can score goals, he can dictate the game, and he's the best player of all time. If he can come to the Premier League, whatever team he's signing for, and I believe it's only Manchester United and Manchester City that can financially afford him, well, of course I would take Manchester City, I would take Messi at Man United, Wayne Rooney said. He's one of the only players I've sat there and watched and just been in awe of. Don't get me wrong, I played with Cristiano Ronaldo and the two of them have set a standard I don't think we will ever see again. But for me, Messi is just on another different level. He's such a natural talent, that's what Wayne Rooney is saying. And yes, Messi is the best player, in my opinion, who ever played football. And if he signs for Manchester City, it will be incredibly hard for Liverpool to win the title. Not impossible, but a lot harder than last season. It will be a lot harder anyway. But Messi just gives such an incredible new dimension to any team that he plays for that you have to take it into consideration. I really hope that Barcelona somehow can persuade Messi to stay, because I don't really want to see him at Manchester City. I mean, any other year where, you know, maybe 5 years ago when Liverpool weren't even title contenders, I would have been happy just to see anybody sign Messi, because Messi in the Premier League, that's what Premier League fans wanted to see for like 10 years now probably. So it could be a dream come true to see Messi in the Premier League. I just don't want to see Messi in the Premier League, because it will be either Man United or Man City, probably Man City, that's the most likely scenario. And now Liverpool have a great chance to win back-to-back Premier League titles for the first time, and Messi going to Man City would put a huge doubt over that. That's why I don't want to see that. But yeah, I'm looking at this situation through red tinted glasses, Liverpool tinted glasses if you like. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, goodbye.